This is the Golden Gate. It's the East Gate. It's known as the Mercy Gate to Jerusalem. As you can tell, it's been sealed up for a long, long time. The gate is
Deep within the ancient stones of Jerusalem is a mystery that has captivated believers, scholars, and spiritual seekers for centuries. It's not just part of the city's historical fabric, it is a prophetic puzzle that seems to be whispering louder with each passing day. This is the story of the Eastern Gate, also called the Golden Gate, a place long sealed, silent for almost 500 years. But now something appears to be stirring. Beneath the weight of history and prophecy, the gate seems to be shifting, moving, perhaps even awakening. Could this be the fulfillment of ancient prophecies? Is the movement around this gate a divine signal that the King is about to return? Before we dive into this mind-blowing revelation, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. You won't want to miss the videos we are preparing, each one unlocking hidden truths from scripture, history, and prophecy. So, hit that subscribe button now and join us as we uncover what may be the most significant sign of our time. To understand what's happening now, we need to step back and reflect on the importance of this gate, not just to Jerusalem, but to the spiritual story of the world. The Eastern Gate faces the Mount of Olives and holds deep religious and prophetic significance. In ancient Israel, this was the entrance through which the presence of God, the Shekinah glory, entered the Holy Temple. According to the prophet Ezekiel, God's glory came through this very gate, and heartbreakingly, it was also through this gate that his glory departed when Israel turned away from him. Now fast forward to the New Testament. Many believe that Jesus, Yeshua, the Son of God, fulfilled Ezekiel's prophecy when he entered Jerusalem on a donkey during what we now call Palm Sunday. As crowds laid palm branches and cried out, "Hosanna to the Son of David," Jesus passed through the Eastern Gate, fulfilling a promise that stretched back centuries. But that was not the end of the story. Something incredible and rather mysterious happened in the year 1541. At that time, Jerusalem was under the rule of the mighty Ottoman Empire, and the city's ruler was Suleiman the Magnificent. He was not only a skilled military leader and architect, he was also highly aware of religious prophecy. Without clear explanation, Suleiman ordered the Eastern Gate sealed shut with heavy stone and mortar. No one was to pass through it again. Why did he do this? Many scholars believe Suleiman had heard of the Jewish prophecy that the Messiah would enter Jerusalem through this very gate. Fearing that this prophecy might one day be fulfilled, he sealed the gate to stop it. But he didn't stop there. He also built a Muslim cemetery directly in front of it. Why a cemetery? According to Jewish law, a Kohen, a priest, cannot walk through a graveyard without becoming ritually impure. If the Messiah were to come from a priestly line, Suleiman's logic was simple. No priestly Messiah could ever cross a cemetery, and certainly not enter through a sealed gate. But can any human effort, no matter how determined, truly stop God's divine plan? For nearly 500 years, the Eastern Gate has remained sealed, unmoved, unshaken, until now. In recent years, unusual signs have begun to appear around the gate. People, especially those who pray near the Temple Mount or along the path from the Mount of Olives, have started to notice strange and subtle phenomena. Worshippers and tourists have reported fine cracks forming between the ancient stones. These are not the ordinary weathering marks of time, but delicate shifts, slight movements that suggest something beneath the surface may be stirring. Others say they have seen dust trickling down from the cracks, like breath exhaling from behind the sealed wall. Some even claim to have felt the ground vibrate faintly beneath their feet, not from passing traffic or nearby construction, but from something deeper, something ancient. A few visitors have spoken of muffled thuds or groaning sounds coming from within the wall, as though the gate itself is alive and restless, trying to wake up. These are not exaggerated rumors shouted in frenzy. They are quiet, reverent testimonies from men and women who have prayed near the gate in faith. People who believe they are standing in the shadow of something divine. Skeptics will say that all of this is simply coincidence. Weather, aging stonework, environmental erosion. And yes, those are possible explanations. But what if it's not? What if these barely noticeable changes are not natural at all, but spiritual signals of something far greater? The Bible tells us that spiritual events often precede physical ones. In Hebrews 11:3 we read, "By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible." In other words, things begin to move in the spiritual realm before they ever touch the physical world. What happens on earth is often just a reflection of what is already taking place in heaven. If the eastern gate is indeed moving, it may not burst open in a loud explosion. It may not make headlines in the world's media. But like most things God does, it may begin quietly, gently, powerfully, at exactly the right moment. Now think about the timing of all this. Our world today is in a state of chaos. We see wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes, economic collapse, moral confusion, and spiritual darkness. At the center of it all, once again, is Jerusalem. This city, which has been fought over more than any other, is mentioned in the Bible over 800 times. It is the city where God placed his name. It is the city Jesus wept over before his crucifixion. In Luke 19:42, Jesus said, "If you, even you, had only known on this day what would bring you peace, but now it is hidden from your eyes." Could it be that the veil is being lifted again? Could it be that the city is waking up? That the sealed gate is God's divine alarm clock ringing for a world that has been asleep too long? Jesus told us plainly in Mark 13:28-29, "Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see these things happening, you know that it is near, right at the door." Right at the door. What if he wasn't only speaking symbolically? What if he meant it quite literally? What if the eastern gate, the door that leads into Jerusalem, is the door that he referred to? The eastern gate may still be sealed today, but the truth is it won't remain sealed forever. When it finally opens, whether it does so quietly like a whisper or thunderously like a shout, it will be far more than a historical event. It will be a declaration to all the earth that the King is coming. These stories, signs, and whispers remind us of one central truth. God is still in control. History is still unfolding according to his plan, and prophecy is not frozen. It is alive. Jesus is coming back, not as a humble servant, not as a teacher on a donkey, but as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, faithful and true. The sealed gate is not just stone and mortar. It is a sign. It is a warning. It is an invitation to get ready. The time for apathy is over. The time for lukewarm faith is gone. This is the hour to be awake, to watch the signs, and to stay alert. So as the ancient gate begins to murmur, as cracks appear in the stones and dust drifts down like tears from heaven, ask yourself this: am I ready? Are my eyes watching? Is my heart prepared? Because whether the gate moves tomorrow or 100 years from now, the call of Scripture remains the same. Look up, for your redemption draws near. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel so you never miss the next update, revelation, or teaching. We are living in prophetic times, possibly the most important moment in human history, and you don't want to be caught unaware. May God bless you, may your eyes stay open, and may your heart be ready, because the gate is preparing the way for the King.